This year's recipient of the Lifetime Achievement Award is multifaceted. He's passionate, he's intelligent, he's a great business person. He cares about trying to help others, whether it's trying to help build your business or just help you be a better person. This gentleman is the best.
He's very bright. He's a man of great faith. He's an extremely hard worker, and he represents his brands better than anyone I know.
He is passionate. He's disciplined about every aspect of his life.
He's fun to be around. He's interesting to be around. Honesty's what he's all about.
He does what he says, and he says what he does, and that's just how he lives his life.
He's always willing to hear your opinion. He also has a great sense of humor, and he's just such a joy to be with.
Dedicated, compassionate, a true friend. What you see is what you get.
He's a straight shooter, but at the same time, he's an optimist. He's somebody that believes that anything is possible and is more than willing to get into the trenches with you to make that happen. And frankly, there's no one more deserving than Lou Martire to win the GMDC Lifetime Achievement Award.
He's a man of action. A guy told me a long time ago, he said one of the best tags you can have before you leave this earth is that you make things happen. Lou makes things happen. He's a man of action.
His moral compass is always on true north. He's a very dedicated guy. He's very focused on success, and he's focused on your success as well.
Family, love, credibility, and friendship is the way I would explain Lou. And that's just what Lou's all about.
Here is a man with such integrity, and Lou, he just puts people at ease. I think that Italian culture, his love of people, his love of his family, the industry, I just think that's all added to his success.
I believe that Lou got his work ethic from his father. His parents were wonderful, wonderful people. They lived in Pittsburgh all of their life, and Lou had 3 older sisters. His mother was a homemaker, and his dad ran Gimbel's department stores, restaurants across the nation. His dad instilled that work ethic in all of his children. He always had very high expectations of what they should achieve. In high school, I do believe he played basketball and football. Then when he went to Rutgers, he just played football. He started out as a pre-med major and playing football at the same time. I think he played for Rutgers for 2 years, number 88. We met February 10th, 1973. I was living in Rochester, New York, and Lou was transferred with Energizer battery from Pittsburgh up to Rochester. I was renting apartments, and he came looking for an apartment. So he stopped, and he chatted for the longest time, and then he finally asked me out. And he was just so interesting and so thoughtful and good looking. And then it was Valentine's Day. He called me up and he said, "I'd like to take you out for Valentine's Day." So that was our first date. We were married in October '74. And the night that we came back from our honeymoon, Lou got a phone call. He was transferred to Springfield, Illinois. It was hard, but what it did for our marriage is that it threw Lou and I together as a couple. Lou was 22 years old when he started with Energizer. He's been married to Energizer longer than he's been married to me.
Lou's tenure with Energizer is pretty amazing. 40 plus years is pretty incredible in today's world where people move around, companies are acquired. He was able to transition as the company transitioned, went from being a battery company to a household company to a health and beauty care company, personal care company, never missed a beat.
Well, I think he's watched the company grow into a leadership position on the power side of the business. He was an integral part of the acquisitions that Energizer has made. I think he helped meld that into one sales meeting, if you will, and tried very hard to bring Energizer to the retailer as one entity.
His last 5 to 10 years have been significant for him from his career standpoint. He continues to work, continues to push, continues to teach those that are coming up behind him. And I think I've learned a lot about about how to be a leader from Lou.
Lou has an understanding of this industry that few people ever attain. He understands how his company can develop a better relationship with not only retail customers or distributor customers, but with other vendor companies as well. So Lou has really elevated the whole category of trade development.
For about his first 22 years, he was in sales, and he was constantly top salesman for this. He was always trying to gain more personal growth. He put so many expectations on himself, and he was always just trying to do better and better for us, for his girls. And Leah was born in October of '80. We talked about names a lot, and he kept on saying, I want her to have my same initials. And so finally, we saw the name Lia, L-I-A. It's the Italian version, and it means one who brings good news. So she was our good news baby. Leah was our gift.
Ever since I can remember, my dad has just always been there to listen. He's always made time for me, no matter how busy he is. He's always been loving and very welcoming to any conversation, no matter what it is that's bothering me or what I may be struggling with at that time. He loves me no matter what, and that's what was always important to me. I could always go to my dad, and still to this day, you know, I can pick up the phone at any time, and I know that he's there. He's just a phone call away.
He's a disciplinarian. He came from a strong family, but when he gets out here with the boys, it's all fun. You know, the things that I'm sure never got by in his household, they slide a little bit now. But he's still hands-on, lead by example Lou, and I watch that, and that's great. I mean, that's the type of father that I'm trying to be.
My dad is all about health and staying fit and feeling great and eating the right foods and staying active. He sets a great example.
I think Lou has really taken pride in the way he's watched GMDC with David's leadership grow over the years. And I think in no small way, Lou has been a part of that growth. He has been very instrumental in developing the format, if you will, of the SECs and how that has moved GMDC, in my opinion, to a different level. And he talks about that in the industry too, because he really believes in the process and believes in the association.
GMDC is a very special association because they work with a certain kind of retail customer that is often lost in some of the other organizations. And they really focus on the retailer as well as the distributor. And I think Lou has really wanted to be the best in the category. So he has set himself to really work with these grocers and distributors and to get to know them at every opportunity he can. And Lou is a person who always makes something good happen.
He was also there to be a sponsor, and he and Energizer were very, very generous and continue to be generous in supporting GMDC's education and insights efforts.
He is a true ambassador. Again, he will go out, he'll talk about the industry, he'll talk about collaboration between suppliers and retailers. And quite frankly, it takes, in today's flat growth environment, it takes a lot of collaboration to make things work, and he's the champion in that.
He is that person that challenges the organization to be better. He doesn't like the status quo, so I think he has been that person that has pushed us into new events, new ways to run conferences, and has developed a real good rapport in putting together information that benefited the entire industry.
My mom and dad, they're soulmates. They were meant for each other. They are best friends, and I learn a lot from them.
They're a great team together. The love they have for each other, even through adverse times, it's envious. It is.
In this industry, it really does take a partnership, and she has been an amazing partner for Lou all these years. One of the most endearing ladies that I know, and just a wonderful woman and a fantastic dancer.
You know, what more can I want? Yeah, I love to dance, he loves to dance, you know, it just brought us together. And then when he became trade development and we would have parties, you know, we would bring in the band. Everybody danced back then, and no one loved to dance more than Lou and I. We were usually the first ones on the floor and the last ones to get off. So we're still dancing today.
She's a great soulmate, and he's moved to his new role of being grandpa. And he relishes that role. So if there was something that would pull him away from the industry, it would continue to be a full-time grandpa.
Oh my God, being a grandparent is the greatest thing in the world. When Lou joined the club, it was like the happiest day in his life.
My oldest son's name is Luca, and he's 2.5 years old, and my youngest is Camden, and he just turned 1. My dad is a wonderful grandfather. He's very interactive with the boys. He teaches them a lot, and he loves those boys more than anything.
The Martires to us are more than business associates. They are family. When Leah moved in with us in 2007, we became, on a personal level, very close.
Ultimately, at the time that Leah and John made the decision to get married, we offered up our home for the reception and had a ball. And Lou was lighting cigars out there for everybody, including Annie.
He loves to have a good cigar, and we did share one during Leah's wedding reception, which was a lot of fun.
Ann and Dave were so gracious to open up their home. It was a beautiful day. She was a lovely bride, and she was so happy.
And we are also very, very blessed to be the godparents of Luca, Pat and Lou's oldest grandson. It was just another example of how our families grew closer. So it's a very special, unique relationship, and one we cherish.
Lou's a very interesting guy, and he's very well read, okay? And he'll always share his experiences with you. So now that he's grown his beard, we're calling him the most interesting man. I wasn't there when he supposedly parallel parked the train, but he will drink Dos Equis beer.
Well, everyone knows he's a wonderful dancer, and Pat loves to dance with him, and they cut the rug up at every industry meeting I've been to. When Pat's not around, he also dances. In Alaska, actually at the lodge, he'll grab a wolf pelt. He's known these days as Dances with Wolves, or dances to his friends.
I was actually with a very well-known retailer at a significant conference, and she found out that Lou and I were good friends. And she said, "Did he ever tell you about our fishing trip?" I said, "No." She said, "Well, ask him sometime about the fishing trip in Alaska." And we ran across a bear. They ran across a bear, turned around, and there was the bear, and she looked at Lou, and Lou was looking for the back door of the Alamo. I mean, he was gone.
My dad never goes out and buys something new. He tries to fix it first. So he loves to use duct tape. For several years, he's actually used duct tape to fix a very old grill on our back patio in St. Louis. And even on my old car, the car that I had in college, had a leak in the top of it, and he fixed it using duct tape. He loves to use duct tape.
Lou's about as good as it gets. He's the best at what he does, and he truly, truly values GMDC.
He is such a great team player. He builds relationships with others, he earns their trust, and he makes everyone feel special.
He's a natural leader, lead by example. He's a great father, he's a great grandfather, and he truly has made me a better husband, a better father, and really a better man in general.
I think the thing that just separates Lou is his absolute faithfulness to what he does, his family. He's a man you want to be around and a man you want to be like.
Congratulations, Lou. Tara and I are so excited that you're the recipient of the GMDC Lifetime Achievement Award. We can think of no one more deserving than you. We truly value your friendship, and Tara and I really value the friendship and the relationships that we've built with you and Pat over the past few years. Congratulations, buddy.
Dad, congratulations on this award. You deserve it more than anybody. I really cannot thank you enough for everything that you've done for me and my family. I love you so much. Congratulations.
Lou and Pat, congratulations. David and I couldn't be happier for you too. You are great role models of the industry and are so deserving of this award. Congratulations. We love you both.
Dad, I am so proud of you for winning this award. You deserve this more than anyone. Thank you so much for everything you've done for us as a family. We love you so much, and congratulations.
Congratulations, Lou. Annie and I are really thrilled that you're the recipient of this year's Lifetime Achievement Award. You and Pat are an incredible team. We're so proud to be a part of your life and to have known you all these years, and wish you the very, very best as you receive this well-deserved recognition.
Luigi, your favorite movie is It's a Wonderful Life. And you have given Leah and I a wonderful life as a family. You're a great husband, great soulmate. It's been a ride. It's been a great ride. And may we have another 40 years together to continue this ride together so we can see our grandchildren. I love you.